So, for this question 12, I think it would be tempting, I'd say probably the most common answer would be to say, oh, this is a max, so the max time, or when is it furthest from the origin, must be there at about t equals 2. But that's just a distractor. This is a velocity graph. Now, if this was a position graph, then yeah, it's the highest position, which would be the furthest from the origin. But this isn't a position graph. This is a velocity graph. So when the velocity is positive, what does that tell us about how the particle is moving?
It's moving 20 minutes to the right.
Okay, so is velocity positive here?
Yes.
So it's moving further and further and further and further. Is the velocity still positive?
Yes.
All right, it's above the x-axis the whole time. So if velocity is positive, it's moving to the right the whole time. Now, sometimes it's moving faster to the right, sometimes it's moving slower, sometimes it's moving almost not at all, but all of this is going further and further and further. So this time, 2.8 should be when it's the furthest away. Then it starts going back towards it. So 3 would not be a good pick because this is moving back to the left. So that's moving it closer to the origin. So it starts at the origin. It gets further to the right, further to the right, further to the right, further to the right because velocity is positive. And so then that is going to be when it's the furthest away, when it stops going further to the right. Okay. Is that enough for that one?